My eyelids droop once more. To sleep and dream is bliss unspeakable. I'm going off. What was I thinking last? Slowly I rise on downy pinions. Dreaming I fly, I soar. Through the clouds my way I'm winging. I'll sing no more tonight, and steps, limping unequally, and grumbling voice pass round the corner and are heard no more.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to November 19th. It's a Whoa, 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 Whoa Wednesday. And I was just doing a little test for streaming to multiple platforms. But it seems to be working, and it seems to be holding steady, so I'm going to say let's go ahead and have a little stream. I don't have my normal bot running today because I wasn't expecting to actually stream, but now that I'm here, and I was going to do this drawing anyway, it feels like a shame to not have everyone along for the ride. Maybe if I start my bot now, it won't make a horrible mess. I guess we'll see. So I'm just going to keep the YouTube stream open in case anything goes wrong, but as of right now, it seems to be fine. So let's switch to the overhead cam. There we go. Then I'll get myself a little bit of reference image. Which Pokemon are in this one? Ooh, a lot of Pokemon. A lot of cute Pokemon. So I hope you're ready for that. I know how disappointed you all are when I draw cute Pokemon, but I insist this time. Really must. These, and we're gonna get these and one of these. I think there's 3 different kinds in here. Yes. Cute Pokemon enjoyer has logged on. I'm very excited to tackle a couple of the new guys. Mosslax obviously feels like it was a Pokemon tailor-made for me specifically to draw, so I'm very excited to get to a drawing of them. And then also the new Pikachu variant, who is very cool. And also in kind of a sideways fashion, feels like something that I should draw. Just because it deals so strongly with light, has kind of a glow to it. And, you know, sort of my bread and butter. Making little fancy light-based marker drawings. Let's get a nice strong red here. Professor Tangrowth is incredible. The little glasses. Very, very good. I'm realizing now that there's a bunch of missing lines from this drawing. Original sketch. Fine, I've got a guide right here. This is why you should never do your pencil lines when you're hungry. You're gonna end up walking away. Oh, my lighting is a little dark. That's a bit better. Well, hello, Jaws. Always so good to see you. Need some nice, gentle woodland browns. Some good neutral tones, but something with a bit of kick. Now, I've run into this problem a few times where I don't really have a good medium brown. I think this is probably the best I have. Less saturated than I would like. It's probably going to be my best bet. Okay, and they've got little mittens, which is very vital. And then the tail tip is the... get... If a tail has stripes, always do the end first, and then work your way down to save yourself a headache. And then if you notice that you're getting to the main part of the body, and you don't have enough stripes, or the lines are uneven, you can just very quickly add a stripe. Also the little... I'm not sure how well it'll show up on camera, but I've already been beta testing my analog wallpapers for my phone. I've got the sunset that I painted on stream recently right now, and it's so nice to have a little painting. Especially in the scan, you can see so many of the details of like where the paint made like little marks or streaks or moved around on the paper. It looks really crisp. I made sure to scan it at a very high resolution. It's gonna be so nice to get all these together for the pack. Oh yes. Also a little face marking. How high? Well, the scans are, I think, 1200 DPI, so incredibly high scans, but I'll be sizing them down to standard wallpaper sizes. I'm gonna like start at the very biggest size a phone can possibly be right now, and then include all the other sizes in there as well, just so everyone gets the absolute crispest version. Probably going to be like 8K, because I know there are some phones out there that are a little ridiculous with their resolutions.
There's something in that soft
It's a
tone
little
which
piggy fellow.
Nay, this is madness. frenzy.
It's the
I'll
exact
not stay
same color of brown, actually. So I've put it back already. Oh no, wait, here it is.
How tedious since the drum's first beat had lagged old time's decrepit feet.
Sure who it was who first decided to put a bunch of like talking in lo-fi songs. I'm gonna skip ahead. It always freaks me out when people start talking. Someone has entered my home. One of my favorite things to do when I scan in my paintings is just look at them on full zoom because they're just so wild looking. All the little imperfections and the like where the pigment is shifted around. Of course, the pigment gets put down in so many different ways. Sometimes it flows through the water. Sometimes I'm smudging it with my finger. Sometimes I'm blotting it with paper towel. So the textural surface of the paper is also very different in different spots. Even if from a distance it has like a very smooth finish.
can't describe our passage down. It was altogether too full of fun to be written on one sheet. Suffice it to say,
All
we
taken
laughed,
from the same creepy
sang,
movie?
and joked, and ate, and drank. 'Twas when we were young.
What else we got here? Now we're talking. It's the good stuff. Well, hello. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm really riding high on the autumn into winter vibes right now. I figured I'd harness that energy as much as I can. Those who weren't here yesterday, I did this first in the illustration set, which is Abomasnow enjoying a very nice little dip in a hot spring. I'm working on the digital touch-ups for this one, and then it's going to be in wallpaper form very soon. And then we've got this one, and then there's going to be one more in this set, which is also going to be very winter-themed. Gonna be a lot of art going on because I had concepted up 15 sketches and I've gotten through like 4 now. There's still many, many, many more to come. So I'm currently using Strathmore Bristol. Normally I use the Vellum, but they were out of stock the last time that I was restocking, so I got this smooth surface. The Vellum is nice because it has a bit of tooth to it, but I will admit I have been enjoying the smooth surface for its sort of mixing capability. Been quite nice. Uh-oh. Did the stream stop? Or is it just my camera that stopped? That's a new one. Let's see here. Okay, you can't hear me, but the camera is stopped. So how do I remedy that again? Let's see. I remember this was a problem like years ago, like many, many, many years ago. Off and on again. Ain't that just the way? We're back and better than ever. Jess, hello. Welcome to Secret Stream. I was testing out if I could stream to multiple platforms today, and it turns out I can, which is very fun. So now I'm doing a little multi-stream. Right now I'm on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, which I hadn't done for a very long time because all of the options were like, you had to pay a bunch of money. It never quite seemed worth it. Even though it seems like a good idea to do it. So I found a plugin. I found a dang OBS plugin. That's right. Not meet a fancier bear than I. We're getting to some big bravery test moments here in a second. We'll see how it goes. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for gifting that sub. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the emotes. Now, this is a cool gray. I want a warmer gray. Or at least a neutral. Neutral's better.
Hype train started.
Hey. Where are all my middle neutrals? They're always in the last place you look, you know? Actually, maybe it's funnier if Shadow is covering most of the face. Make him look a little bit more malevolent. thing that I'm always trying to do when I render a background, try to center the characters best you can, like highlight them. It's all about building things around other things, like shapes or textures or value. Value's the most important one. But it's like blocking things in and creating like senses of light and things like that so that things really pop. And I definitely don't want to get lost in trying to make the background look realistic. I just want to render it enough so that it looks like the thing that I'm trying to get it to look like, and then I can sort of back off. And what's so nice about an autumn landscape, especially like a really leafy one like this, is you can go so hard on the randomness. You can just kind of put a bunch of junk because that visual clutter, that overwhelming visual information is what we see when we look at those leaves. We're not, you know, processing every single individual leaf all the time. It just kind of turns into a big pile. But like in here, I want to put darker colors around the snout, just so the snout is more visible. And obviously a lot of this stuff will also be more visible once I put the final lines in. That's going to help significantly. That's honestly my bad. I removed it from the stream thing and then I forgot to remove it from Twitch. It used to turn on. Let me see if I still have it actually. Maybe I'll just switch it out for fun. Before I put in my little talking bear guy this season, it used to switch to, where is it? This guy. I'll put him in here for a bit just so that the redemption doesn't feel completely worthless. But yeah, it would switch out for him for 5 minutes, I believe. And when I was coming up with my new guy, I was like, oh, I should do another version of that, but you know, it's very easy to let something like that slip away. Because it's a lot of work to animate a little critter. Even though I think it's very cute. I do game from time to time. I played a little bit of that American Truck Simulator yesterday. Kind of like I'm in a real streaming mood today. I don't usually get so like gung-ho for the idea of streaming. Today I was extra excited because of the prospect of finally being able to do the multi-stream thing. So now I'm just like, should I do something else after I finish this drawing? You know, it gets very tiring doing like only art for a very, very long period of time. But I could like maybe play a video game or something after this. If we wanted to keep hanging out. I haven't done my daily peak climb yet. I don't know what today's map looks like. Master Climber, that's me. I got absolutely demolished yesterday. It was really quite something to behold. But that's the pact we seal when we take up the climbing rope. Yo, the rescue claw I have not gotten my head around yet. I feel I feel woefully underprepared every time I get it. It's just an abject lesson in like I would never quite cut it in Cirque du Soleil. But I'm learning the tech. All right, let's put some lines on these critters. Oh, actually, I want to do the shadows below. Swinub. What should I use for that? Purple? Song always feels so Final Fantasy VIII coded. Just like at some point in his life, the creator of Stardew Valley definitely played some Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, the ragdoll recovery is the real trick with that thing. Like, you gotta use it and then put it away while you're ragdolling. Then grab on for dear life. Very fun. All right, we're going tiny mode. there we go. Another one down. So now we've got these two in the set complete. There's only one more to go. So we'll get to that one tomorrow. And other than the camera snafu, which I don't think is related to anything, streaming-wise, the dual stream seems to have worked well. It's still running on YouTube. It's still running here, which is really nice. So now people have choice. It's always a good thing. Now, how's about we do a little bit of gaming before signing off for the day? Which means I need to change the title of this thing. And also switch up my whole entire setup here, which shouldn't take too long. Just need to open up a vidya game. Can't wait to embarrass myself in a game in front of a live studio audience. Oh yeah, the auto-saving VODs too. That's gonna be real nice. Okay. This is gonna be bumping. I have to turn off. Switching between 100 different tabs. This game has sound, and now video game. This works. Yay, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Let me just resize that. Oh, right. It's going to be a little weird because my monitor is so big. I'll go in the settings and switch that up so that it's 1080p because it's honestly ridiculous. I've got one of those ultra-wide monitors. We'll do windowed. We will do 1080p. Yes, indeed. Much better. I'll lock that in place so I don't accidentally swing around and ruin the whole scene. Now, how about I get all these markers off my desk? That'll probably help. Bye, markers. See you later. I'll miss them terribly. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to change the thing we're doing to eek. Done. All right. Gonna turn the music on. And we're gonna play a little Peak. And I hope it goes well. I hope it goes better than yesterday. Yesterday's map was really wild. Here's my rap sheet for anyone interested. As far as my fit is concerned, these are all the things that I have unlocked. I still have a couple of outfits left to go. I've gotten almost all of the hats. Still a couple more of those. And I've gotten every single sash that I know of. I don't know if they've added further ascents, but I have gotten every single ascent, which was some of the most difficult gamings I've ever done. Peek. But ever since doing that, I like just having a cozy little low-pressure peak session every day. Let me know if the sound is good. I actually don't know what the mix is like between me and the game right now. It looks like the game is nice and low on OBS, so... Put this away for now. Cook ourselves a little snack. Thank you. I've immediately fallen on a jellyfish. So this is a video game called Peak. It is a climbing video game that you can play collaboratively. Man, they put so many jellyfish on the beach today. What the heck? You eat snacks to get stamina. There are various obstacles. You have to make it through 4 biomes to get to the end. And it can be very difficult because the maps are generated via some sort of twisted algorithm. The BGM in this game will come on during certain trigger events, so I think once I actually start climbing the mountain, the BGM will kick on. And it's kind of just like plays for a little bit and then goes away, which I prefer in a video game, honestly. But it sometimes is very dramatic and moody when it kicks on. The thing I love about this game is the multiplayer aspect. Playing this with friends is so fun and funny, especially because it's one of those proximity chat games where if your friends are far away from you, they sound far away and they echo and they're really quiet. So it can create a lot of very funny experiences. And also, you can help each other in a lot of ways in this game, which is also very cool. You can, like, tie rope and leave rope for people to climb up, or... Oh, there goes the music. Or you can, like, hold out your hand and grab people as they're climbing up to save stamina. It's really good and really cute, and I wish that there was more games like this in the world. Oh yeah, and also there's a deadly fog that rises, but that's only on the normal mode. You can also put it on easy mode, and there won't be a deadly fog that rises behind you, which I really appreciate as someone who's a big fan of easy modes in video games. Just by nature, I tend to go around the right-hand side of the mountain. And I'm not sure why. It's just like a weird psychological thing. It always feels like the right way. I mean, literally, but... Alright, let's eat some thick mints. Get our hunger down. And then we continue the climb. Yeah, don't mind the fog. This ain't about him. If I play the game right, we're not going to see that fog even for a second. In fact, I don't know if I've ever come across it myself. Like, I don't know if I've ever fallen into the fog in this game. I've seen it happen on streams before. It basically just makes you really cold until you pass out. Which is very frightening to me. Would not want that for myself. When you have an energy drink, it makes you go real quick, but then it blasts you with a sleepiness power. Fills up your old stamina bar, and I don't love that, but I do love to drink the energy drinks in this game, because they make you climb so darn fast. Dang. Thought maybe I could grab the underside of that rock. Too good to be true. But we'll find our way. These urchin things will poison us if they stab us. Feel like stabbing is bad enough, but... it's Mother Nature's cruel plan. Alright, luggage. Oh, I don't need that. He said moments before death. I'm sure my hubris will in no way come back to haunt me. That's not something that's ever happened to me in a video game before. Or real life. Exactly. I mean, you gotta have a little bit of hubris if you're gonna climb a mountain. Kind of baked into the ordeal. And now we pray. I'm definitely gonna dip into my over stamina on this one. Hey, we made it. Well, 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 if it isn't my old friend, the campfire. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Now we've got ourselves a Book of Bones here. So this brings us to our first major decision. Do I dare read from the Book of Bones, which will turn me into a skeleton? And it will protect me from various physical harm, but also if I fall, it will hurt me a lot. You know what? Fortune favors the bold. I'm a skeleton now. You can tell by the way that my hands and feet are skeleton hands and feet. So that means I no longer need to eat, so I can just kind of drop all this food-related stuff. Although that said, I can get overstam, so maybe I shouldn't be so quick to do that. Or can I? Can I get overstam from stuff? I can. Okay, so I'm gonna actually hold on to this stuff then. At the very least, we'll fill up here. Okay. Get my hot dog, which looks like it's already been cooked, but I'm cooking it again. And we've got ourselves a jungle, or tropics. And I'm also under a curse, which means I have less stamina than I would normally. I don't think it used to curse you quite this much, and then they patched it, because they're like, hey, the skeleton's a little bit too OP, actually. Because it can't get, like, poisoned or burned. And it can't get hungry. And we've come to our first impasse here. Now, there's no way that I'll be able to make that jump unless I believe in my dreams. Yeah. Fortune favors the bones. And normally these spiky vines will poison you, but I can't be poisoned because I'm made of calcium. I should be good around those. And there's usually a treasure chest up here. I mean, it's luggage, but I call them treasure chests because, you know, brain illnesses. Oh, there's one. Ooh. I will take this. Oh, we got two. Dang. Now, wait a minute. How confident am I in my skills here? Not enough that I'm gonna blast myself out of a cannon. Are there any ropes below? I mean, I did say fortune favors the bones earlier. Time to put that to the test. And that's the story of how I died. I probably shouldn't have become bones so early in that run. Okay, what are we at time-wise? 2.5 hours? Running a little long, but that's okay. I do still really want to stream it up. How about we do a tenderfoot run? This is the easy mode. The easy mode also gives you more climbing stamina, but I'm going to challenge myself by full sending. So I'm going to run as fast as I can, and we'll see if I survive. Just going to grab a couple of things, blah, 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 speed run, speed run. Okay, we're good. Backpack on, run, run, run. Watch out for the million jellyfish. Now, was it smart to... No, it's smarter to go left, I think, on this one. Because look at all... It basically is a staircase. I mean, come on. Okay, what's the quickest and easiest way to get onto this here mountain? we're being reckless here. So this wasn't the way to go, I guess? Well, maybe, if I believe. Now we're on the trolley. I think. Maybe. If the trolley is like a roller coaster going straight down. This might be bad. Oh, wait. They're saying he's the best to ever do it? They're saying he's goated? Yeah, that's right. It's a little thing called video game. And for the moment, I'm alive. I've been practicing my up, down, left, rights. Didn't even think of one video game thing. That's a bad sign. I've been practicing my holding down the reset button when I press power. My OBS keeps flashing a warning, and every time I look over, the warning goes away, so I'm just like very confused. I think the stream's still doing okay. There's something about my graphics being overloaded. Maybe my GPU. Oh, maybe because it's like encoding two separate things. I don't understand how things work. Yeah, encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. Well, I'll take it under advisement. Aw, dang, jellyfish. Nasty little jelly. Ooh, the rescue claw. This will make my recklessness twice as powerful. Thank you, Lion, for generating that absolutely killer clip. My gamer powers grow by the day. Now, Ramens, you're trying to get me on that Spider-Man tip, but I don't know if I've got the gusto for it. But maybe I do. Maybe I just do. I mean, certainly here would be the place to try it out, right? So you go like this, and then you put it away. Okay. All right. Now, this is what I'm talking about, and I've always been good at this. And we all saw that, and we all know that. We've all internalized what a gamer I am now. And again, this hubris will never come to call. Man, that claw is sick as hell, though, actually. is quite tremendous vis-a-vis my ascent to glory. Alright, this time I'm not a skeleton. This time I am a gamer, which is, I think, the opposite of a skeleton. Now, how far do we want to push this hubris thing? We thinking all the way, or... Dude. Okay, so this is spent now. Yeah. Good to know for later on. I think my thing was I was just never putting it away. So I kept getting owned by just having it in my hand, and then I couldn't grab the wall. But now that I know how to do it, I'll never get owned. Unownable. Not for resale. You think I could grab that vine if I really believed in myself? I did. I did and I did. And I did. Oh, baby, as if the gods heard my prayer. Okay, we're going claw mode. Watch out, little aliens from Toy Story. I am about to become your new deity. Alright, we know already that there's a double chest at the top of this, which is going to be so sick. And grab a little bite of the thick mints. Let's recombobulate some backpack related things. What do we got? Energy drink. Absolutely good. Trail mix for Overstam. Ooh, fortified milk. Doesn't that make you invulnerable for a bit? Hubris Insurance. Geronimo! Oh man, I'm really glad I drank that milk. That would have killed me instantly. That would have killed me so bad. But now I'll never die. And here's why. Because I drank milk. Not sponsored. There's a chest down there. And there's nothing but horrible fog and rain that way. I get hurt just going for a walk. Ooh. Well, that's a rope, and that's not really great for single player. For the campaign. Green. Green is poison. And look at all these exploding boluses everywhere. Oh, how I hate them. We got ourselves a tree stairway here. I think I can make it up a little bit. Oh, there's also some vine action over there. Dang, look how far up that vine goes, although it does bump into poison vines. Hello? Why am I stuck inside of this weird tree? This might be a case for the claw. Hell yeah, dude. I keep thinking it's definitely not going to work this time, and then it does work this time. And I feel so powerful. Not good. It's gonna be the death of me. But not today, dude. Not today. Today I'm a gamer. Today I'm God's one and only gamer. And I've hashtag got milk, you know? We're thriving. Medicinal roots. Never punished. Got lactose on my side. Now, sure, this is getting more and more treacherous and terrifying as time goes on. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna die. Quite the opposite, in fact. Ooh, big tree. Okay. That should get me the height I require. But I might honestly be good just walking on these cliffs here. I'm sure it would have been sick if I grabbed that wall. There we go. Aw, nuts. Okay, go back down, go back down. No sense in wasting stamina on rain. My grandma always used to say. I think I've got one more shot with the clutch claw. It was a long rainstorm. Got me meditating. Okay, past the boluses. Past various this and that. Oh boy. Okay. It's been a while since I've actually played this level. I feel like I keep getting the other one, or I keep playing on the days where it's the other one. The new one, Roots. So I just remembered occasionally you have to look down to make sure that you don't have ticks on you in this level. Which sucks to think about. Herm. I'm thinking over here's a kind of place where I could avoid punishment of any kind. But that goes up there. Let's see what I got in the way of food. Alright, I can stand here, and also I'm not in the rainstorm area. If I can get to this vine here, which is attached to right there, then I should be good. Alternatively, the claw. But I don't want to waste it. Not yet. Not until the time is right. I do crave the claw. I crave the claw's sweet embrace. But I feel like it's gonna come in at a really clutch moment. And now I wish to never part with it. I need some sort of forever claw. Ooh. Well, that'll do quite nicely. Once I get high enough, I'll be past the rain barrier, and it won't pester me anymore. Okay, I was just checking on the other stream real quick. And now we're back. Feels like smooth sailing from here. I wonder what our... Wait, okay, so I think they alternate. Which means the next one should be... Mesa? Unless those are fully randomized now instead of just alternating. But I think they swap on and off. That's probably Mesa today. Wall like this is nothing for a guy like me. Type of guy uses the claw. Resquiat in pace to the claw. I hope to see another one very soon. What do we got? Give me my magical treasure. Ooh, anti-rope cannon, okay. I think we can take some of these medicinal roots. I think I can take my medicine for granted at this point. Green crisp berries. Okay, all poison all the way down. Now, there are some purple berries as well, so we can cook those. Ooh, this will come in handy if it is Mesa. Actually, it'll come in handy for either one, because it protects you from everything, I think. Marshmallow will cook you, and... grab the perp. Yeah. Cook one of these, too. Boop. Wait, I only have enough room for one of these. Okay, we got an Alpine. Alright, I'll take an Alpine over a Mesa. Looks pretty standard. Kind of straight down the middle sort of guy. Do 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 do. Just hear those sleigh bells ringling, jing, jing, jingling too. Portable stove, eh? Of course you have a Santa emote. We love to see it. A jolly old elf. It's so wild that Christmas is like a month away at this point, almost. A month and a bit. This year went too fast, man. My birthday this weekend was weirdly timed with the dramatic music. But it is true, I'm finally turning 25 years old. I look terrible for my age. I'm going to try my very best to get the first pack of the phone wallpapers, the analog wallpapers up before my birthday festivities. Although, as always, I will be running the birthday sale on the store. Ooh, darn this wind. Please work, milk. Hell yeah. Alright, what do we got cave-wise here? It looks like I can get up pretty far going in this way. Sometimes that leads to a dead end, though, but we'll see. We will see. Well, maybe. No, there is a path up there to go across some cold rocks, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. As long as there's a path. Because in here we can avoid the storm. The storm is what's really going to get you. I forget if the Kingberry will cure coldness. So for now, I'm just gonna go for it. Find some solid ground. Test it out. It does not, but it did give me stamina. That is good to know. Alright, so let's get some of my anti-grav stuff out then. That'll come in handy in a pinch. I'm glad that even though I'm not doing any art stuff right now, my bear is going absolutely ham in the sketchbook. Thank you for your hard work. Well... Oh, okay. I was desperately trying to find some non-cold ground, and thankfully I was able to find just the littlest place over here. That was a gamble, but it paid off. I'll take these. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I need to fully recover from the cold, and then it looks like there is a path up here. Harrowing. Absolutely harrowing. Take this time to check my Discord messages. All right. Oh yeah, I wonder if encoding has anything to do with, maybe some of you actually know this. Encoding has anything to do with how far behind live a stream gets, like if there's a big delay. Because I went back to the YouTube side and it's really far behind. Not like, you know, not like 10 minutes, but at least a minute or two. I could have planned this climb a little better. Oh boy. Okay. I don't think this is technically outside. Oh, hey, the capybaras are over there. Yeah, I don't think this is technically a place where the storm will hit me. Okay, I gotta pause and then go back to OBS land so I can actually see the live chat there. Okay, I'm gonna keep eating these mints so that I can get stamina. And then I'm gonna drink this. And then we are gonna try and zoom up this cold as fast as we possibly can to get to a stable location. Nice, okay. I can recover from my tiredness and cold here. And then I should be able to reach the top using a combination of my anti-grav items. On YouTube, it's only behind for a couple seconds. Oh, I wonder if... I honestly should just close the tab I have it open in. But let me refresh my page really quick and see. Okay, yeah, totally. So it had started to lag for me watching it, So the stream I had open, but that makes sense because I have 400 things open on my computer right now. So, okay, that's sick then. Hell yeah. Now, if I were a climber, how would I climb? Like that, mostly. Now, I could go for that treasure. Okay, here's the storm. Is this actually going to affect me at all? I don't think it should. No, I'm still good in here. Just need to not go too far outside of the cavern. And can I get across here? Oh, that's so scary. Hey, we came here to make memories, you know? Go. Leave only footprints, etc., etc. Ah, crumbs. Oh, you know what game would be fun to do on stream? Assuming that it is going to be good. I guess that's the big gamble. Would be that Pocopia game. Starting a town on stream would be very fun and cute. So far, it looks good. I'm excited for it. Alright, we'll use up the heat pack, because it's not like I can do anything with that in the next level anyway. But I should be above the snow barrier in a couple of seconds here, so I don't think the storm's really going to be a big deal. Unless I can't cross this chasm of nightmarish hell. Wow, well, I'm glad I used the heat pack. And then immediately the storm goes away. Haha! And then it'll come back again when I go down here. Oh, nope. We're past it now. Now, if I were a campfire... Oh, there it is. Alright, just 2 more biomes to go, and then we're at the end. But my item supply is not looking good. But also they give you a lot of chests at the end of the next one. And I get a special treasure here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I've earned it. Sort of. Anti-rope cannon again, you say? Try and save that for the final level. Another heat pack and a lantern. Wow, perfect for the level I'm leaving. Alright, maximize my overstam and let's go to Caldera. So from up here it looks like kind of a straight shot. Slightly leaning to the right. I tend to get kind of reckless in Caldera, and I need to be better about sort of staying even-keeled. But I just love to run really fast through this one. But I won't let my hubris overtake me. I'll wait for the larva to go down. Right, there it goes. Go down, you goober lava. They make the lava sound and seem much scarier than it actually is. Or I guess not the lava. The lava is very dangerous, but like the burning when you're close to a heat source, they make it seem so much worse than it is, but it takes a really long time to accumulate. There's a lot of stretches of Caldera where you can just run across the bottom of the level, and it's fine. Just as long as it's not touching the lava. Whee! Whee! Weedle! Egg. Actually, I should, there's not a lot of good sources of food in the final level, so should be packing these eggs to go. Oh, I got a chicken! Sick. Heavy, but very nourishing. Now try not to burn your bottom. It's very kind that they put the easiest level before the final one. This is a nice sort of palate cleanser. Because by this point, you've probably been going like, 30 minutes or so. It's nice to have a little break. Okay, and now we enter Endgame. I feel like these aren't as good as I would like them to be in Endgame. Chicken is good, however, it is really heavy, so I'm gonna have to leave that behind. Rope I don't need. Sports drink would be good. Let's see what the special item is. Lunchbox. I hate the lunchbox. Ooh, fortified and sports. And a piton. Okay. This is tricky. This is very tricky. Obviously, the rope cannons are good. Sports drink is a requirement for me. I gotta have my sports drink. I think I could do without the regular spool. That on me. Keep that thing on me. And then sports drink. We'll see how that feels. At least it's a good assortment. I'm fully like stacked up. And now we pray. I mean, how bad of a final level could it possibly be? Probably shouldn't have said that. That's true. That's true. Never punished. Hashtag milk. Gotta trust the process. Gotta trust the lactose. It's definitely never tried to kill me before. Alright. We've got a treasure chest. Moderately low treasure chest, too. Okay. Gotta get our angles correct. Level is so slippery. Sometimes you think you're just on the easiest track possible, and then it whomps you. And sure, it's funny. But also, I don't want to die. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. There it is. What do you got for me? Ooh, balloon bunch. Okay. Let's see if there's any good place to use a thing. Not from where I'm currently sitting. Do I give up the egg? That's such a dangerous move. Because by the end of this climb, my hunger could be wild. But what if we just climb really fast? Because this will alleviate any weight in my backpack, and that is so powerful. Alright, we just need to make a lot of snap decisions vis-a-vis the route. I'm stamina maxing, I'm going up-pilled, I'm... Wait, if I do this, then I'll probably die, but at least I'll look cool while doing it. Okay, going down here. Come on, rope. Gotcha. I love to hear that nice calming music. It's so gentle, so reassuring. Okay, we've got a treasure over there. I don't know if I'm really gonna bother with it. Maybe I'll try going for an up and around here. I don't know how this is gonna work out for me, but no, it's not working out at all. I was so sure that would unfold properly. Well, what happens if I grab hold of it? Anything? That owns. That's great for me. Oh man. That makes me feel so good inside. Alright, let's set a piton here. No panicking allowed. We may feel screwed, but we're not actually screwed. Grab another one of these, grab another one of these. Okay. That was bad, but always a chance at redemption. We're all gonna remember where we were the time that I made a big mistake. Quick scouting mission. Okay, that's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Surely they wouldn't make an unwinnable level. No, this is fine, this is fine. Okay, there's a way up around here using the lava rocks. Okay, we're gonna go down here so we can take a proper rest and get all of our stamina back. It looks like over this way is the next path. Yeah, there's nothing straight up. Cool. Sick. We love a little crevasse. Hell yeah. There is nothing more normal than this. Oh, baby. Is that a double chest I see? What you got from me? Ooh. Legitimately good things. Yumma yumma. Okay. Seems like going around that way is the play. Let's see if we can do just a little bit of a restock here. Oh boy, oh boy. They're being too kind to me. But we still have a very long way to go. I can't rest on my laurels, as no one says. Oh, if I went up that way, I'd be able to get delicious treats. What, am I not gonna get delicious treats? Okay, another balloon for my backpack. And then a medicine-related kit, just in case things go sour. And then it looks like I can climb up that way. That's a big bowl of looks like to me. Might need a little help from old Blue. Now, in the industry, we call this a miscalculation. And then we call it winning. Ooh. Okay. Just gotta remember, hashtag got milk. And I'll be okay. Oh, that seems like the way out of the whole place, huh? Seems like that's kind of the way out. Oh, unless it was a trick of perspective. Bow, bow, bow. Why is also climbable, maybe. We're trusting the maybe. A lot of crevasses here, which can present their own series of problems. And I am officially the first person to ever finish a game of Peak. And where's that sun? There it is. Get out of here, Piton. Go to hell, backpack. My haters will have doubted me, but the true believers, the bears of the world, have always got my back. This victory is shared with each and every one of you. To my paintbrushes, to my pencils, and of course, to my paper. I dedicate this victory. Oh no, I can't see the rope. I made it. Yay! The intrepid astronaut has arrived. Hey, sub-hour, that's not bad. I mean, I was on tenderfoot, but still. Just a nice little climb. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. While I tested out, it was only going to be a short test stream, and then it turned into a full art stream plus playing a game, so this is more streaming than streaming has ever been. I'll be back tomorrow for yet another. We're going to work some more on the third Pokemon drawing, and then we'll have a lovely set of 3 that I'll be able to edit and collate and put together for a lovely wallpaper pack. So I hope to see y'all back tomorrow. Same bear time, same bear channel. Well, I guess not as the same as this. You guys know. Exclamation Discord in chat if you want to get the Discord link so that you can join and find out when I go live. Probably a good idea because sometimes I do weird stuff like this. Thank you very much to the mods who did not have to be here and yet so graciously were. I will be back tomorrow. See you then.